Hello, welcome to my channel. Russia-Ukraine war. Biden sends message to Putin in speech to mark war day. Live. Rishi Sunak boarded a plane from Stansted to Germany to attend the Munich Security Conference. At the summit, the British Prime Minister will give a speech and meet with many world leaders. He will also meet with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen to discuss a deal to amend the Northern Ireland Protocol. It's been a year since Russia invaded Ukraine and sparked a conflict that changed the world. He began blogging about the events of the war a year ago, just as Russia was preparing to invade, and since then he has continued to provide reliable, high-quality material 24/7. Over the past 365 days, our teams across Europe, America, Australia and elsewhere have written a total of 3.4 million words, or nearly 10,000 words per day, about Europe's greatest war since 1945. It's our job to independently report facts, testify, and expose lies, but none of this would be possible without you. Your support allows us to produce these important stories 24/7, making Guardian journalism open and free for all. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said at the Munich Security Conference that Western powers must provide Ukraine with the advanced NATO-compliant capabilities it needs to expel Russian forces from its territory. Sunak arrived in Munich this morning and will speak at the conference around noon. He will also participate in a number of bilateral meetings throughout the day, including German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, Polish Chancellor Morawiecki and US Vice President Kamala Harris. According to the Ukrainian military, more than 142,000 Russian soldiers have died since the invasion of Ukraine. The Ukrainian Armed Forces Chief of Staff said in his daily combat casualties report that the death toll on the Russian side had risen by 1,010 since Friday to 142,270. He stated that the 3,303 tanks and 6,533 armored vehicles were destroyed and 5 and 13, respectively, increased. Pentagon stated on Friday that the 1st Ukrainian Battalion, with about 635 soldiers, took about 5 training courses to fight German weapons. Additional combined arms training is already underway at the battalion level, he said. The United States has announced its intention to donate to Ukraine more than 50 of her armored personnel carriers, which are equipped with heavy weapons and have been used by the U.S. military since the mid-1980s to transport troops to battlefields. Moscow has accused the U.S. of instigating the escalation of the war and is now directly involved. American warmonger, we will provide a large supply of weapons, provide information and directly participate in the planning of hostilities, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on Friday. According to the press association, Rishi Sunak boarded a plane from Stansted to Germany to attend the Munich Security Conference. At the summit, the Prime Minister will give a speech and meet with many world leaders. He will also meet with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen to discuss a deal to amend the Northern Ireland Protocol. The governor of the Luhansk region in eastern Ukraine said ground and air strikes by Russian forces have intensified. The Lugansk region is one of his 2 regions in Donbas, which Russia wants to partially control and fully control. Reuters also reported that Russia said in its latest update that a wave of missile strikes around Ukraine on Thursday hit targets supplying Kiev forces with fuel and ammunition. Ukraine reported her 36 missiles, 16 of which were shot down, hitting Kremenchuk, the largest refinery in central Ukraine. Biden will land in Warsaw on Tuesday to meet with Polish President Andrzej Duda. On Wednesday, he is meeting with the leader of his 9 in Bucharest, a group of his NATO members in Eastern Europe. Additionally, the White House said next week he would speak by phone with the leaders of Britain, France and Italy. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is due to arrive in Washington on March 3. But Biden's major public event will be a speech at the Royal Palace in Warsaw on Tuesday, where he said how the United States united the world, stood up for freedom and democracy, and stood with the people of Ukraine. National Security Chief John Kirby said on Friday that President Volodymyr Zelensky has urged Western powers to step up their support for Ukraine, saying that he would be holding a major security conference. Told world leaders gathered in Munich, Germany, that Russian President Vladimir Putin would have a military advantage if weapons did not come soon. About 40 heads of state and government, as well as politicians and security experts.